Okay, so in an attempt to tackle a situation where you be asked what is the circumference, yeah, or what is the width of the neck of a design, you have to like design it, then the width, height, and everything. Literally the circumference of the neck on the software, so that when they run it, they can be sure it will be the same thing. You have to ask your clients to measure the neck, right? So what is the measure the neck of the clothes you want to run. So maybe the person gives you 20 inches as the neck of a person, so between 15 to 20. So how do you now go about making this is one sample. Look at this template that I have here. So this is one neck sample, but there's no way to like measure it all around to see if it's 20 or not, at least not with this software. If you press M for measure, it will bring out this measuring function, but you can't. If I click at this point, click here again, it will drop, so there's no way I can like go around like so the only thing I can do with this guy is literally to just measure from one vertical or horizontal distance. You see 5.8 something and 5 by 5.7 also. So that's the only way. So now in an attempt to like get that, most of the times this formula, so to speak, that I'll be giving you will work with if you know the width of the neck of the cloth you want to make. So let's assume that you want to make a cloth of 20 inches. That's the neck round, 20 inches. Measure the neck of the person that is wearing the clothes, measure your material. So assume you want to run 20 inches, or Agbada, for example, wants this neck to just be 20 inches. So how do we go about that? We are going to do some mathematics here. So let me see, is there pi? 2 pi. So in any case, I'm trying to see on my keyboard here, is there something like pi? Okay, let me check all the special functions. Is there pi? There should be. Just give me a sec, let me search for that so that it will not take long. I no sabi sign of pi anymore. Okay, let me quickly search for that. Okay, so I found something. This is the closest to pi that I've seen. I can't find it again. So let me just to calculate the first thing to do is the formula for calculating the area of a circumference. So that's like the round of this one. So that formula is 2 pi. Oh, let me find pi again. Why did I say that time? Give me a sec. I'm going to now ask you now. I saw this guy just now, mathematical. Let me find the recent one. It's not here. My God. Sorry, we might have to like. Let me go out of here altogether. Around here, yes, this one. Okay. It's not showing us. Okay, let's use maybe letter P, right? 2 pi r. P for pi. So this is the general formula for area of a circumference, if I get that right. But in any case, if even if I don't get that right, what we are trying to do today is we are using 2 pi r. So if it's not area of a circumference, if it's the, I don't know, So the second step is to determine the neck that has been sent to you. What is the circumference? What is the circumference of the person that wants to use it? The neck. What is neck size? Round, like when you measure it round. So what would that be? So once you know that one, we can move on to the third item. That is using the given neck size to represent circumference. Circumference in this formula, and find the radius, right? Uh, this area. So this guy now, let's make all this black, right? So the first thing is using this formula. Let's assume that the neck size after measuring your client the clothes is 20 inches. Yeah, we are discussing in inches now. We are talking clothes. So if you have it in 20 inches, so that means bring out your calculator. Your pi, you know the value of pi now. Was it 22/7? 3.14. 3.142. So 2 times 3.142, that is 2 pi r, is equal to, now we don't know the radius. In short, let's write. So assuming the radius circumference is equal to 20, right? And then equal to 2 pi r. 2 times pi is 3.142 times r. So we don't know what r is. So we move on to the next step. So 3.142 times r. So you are going to like multiply. Let me start using another color together. So 2 times 3.142 will give you equal to the 6.28, 6.284, right? R. So what do you do from here? I'm not a class teacher, but at least I expect you to have finished solving this. So in any case, you move on to R equal to, so we have entered for that mass like that. So we are bringing this the coefficients, right, of R. So you use these coefficients to divide this 20. So it will be 20 divided by, I thought I'm saying division sign here. Divided by 6.28284. So that will give us our radius here. So that is equal to, have you done that? What is your answer? 20 divided by 6.284 is 3.18 approximately. So 3.18. Save it. Okay. So now we have done, this is step one. We know the formula. This is the measurement of the neck, 20 inches. So 20, just bring it to the formula and find the radius. And what is the radius in any circle? So these are circle, right? So I have, let's just use one outline to choose a loud but visible color. So from here to, I don't know, maybe around here, that is a radius for you. So we have drawn a radius. From here to here can be a radius as well. So so now this is the radius we have found. We don't know the value to use, right, in order to measure this our circle, so to speak, perfectly, because without these extensions this is like a complete circle, right? So we have gotten 3.18 as the radius, so which means come here, select this guy that you have drawn, go to the properties. Wonderful, that's even close, make it 3.18, right? That is the width, and press OK. So which means we are trying to target like the center, like the inner circumference there. If we can make it 3.18, then we can be sure to some extent that when you run this on the clothes, when you run this neck, it's going to give you like 20 inches width, right? So now this guy, let's duplicate and give it another color, because you know our own is like circle. So I'm going to like extend it all the way round so that I can adjust this to make to be sure we have the 20 inches. So I've duplicated this. Don't change the measurements, put it another color so that they can touch. So just use your arrow key to like move it beside. This is taking so long. I could have just used hand to drag it out, but I want it to be straight and I want you to like practice it this way. Okay, see how they are touching here. So this is their meet up point, so let them meet like this. Okay, so as you can see, it's getting obvious that this our own circumference not up to 20. So the next thing is to like duplicate the two, control D to duplicate, right click, properties, and rotate it by 90, so it will automatically pass through the center, right? So from here we can adjust this neck size to match this. So I'll first of all like bring it so that it will be aligned to the center like so. Bring a little bit more. Okay, I just hope all these things recording because e no go funny. So so the next thing is to select this green, right? You still remember how to edit, highlight, or you after selecting it, select it, then come and click on this reshape object. If you don't see reshape, just press H for highlight. So this all these ones will now show the control points that you use when you were drawing this circle. So I'm going to highlight like so. I'll move this one up a bit. Actually I want to change this place to a circular, and I want to bring this one here. Yeah, it will come here, so that will warrant me changing this a bit, bringing it down a bit. I mean, you can draw another line to touch up with this place, make it 1.3.18, so that you know the exact movement of this, but I think I'm good. I can just like proceed from here through just editing. So press enter. So okay, I see a little need to extend here. Okay, so with this we can be sure that roughly we have about 20 inches circumference for this neck, right? So if you don't know how to draw like this template, it's simple, just get your circle, press enter. So let's this one is just going to be our guide. So let's draw the extending line. Oh, before that I want to know this is the center, right? Let me move it so that these grid lines, they are to be our guide. So this is the center of this grid line. So automatically I know that anything I'm drawing here, these are the center, this is the center. Okay, so pick maybe this one, single line is to just, oh my god, well, okay, this was the center. So I just draw a single line here, down a little bit, hold down control to have a straight line. So I can duplicate this guy to here. Okay, so basically you are getting something close. So there's going to be a little opening, very little opening here. So that means I can now like successfully trace it, right? So just select the final tool we want to use, which is input C. You can go there and predefine the what is it called, the value you want to use. So I'll start the right click from here, and before I just put one here, put one here. Oh, We are coming back to edit this. In short, let's make it perfect from the start. So instead of right click, I'll do one small left click. Then we'll do right click here, another right click, another right click here, and I'm going to end it exactly on this spot with left click, right, enter. So you see what you have. So this is like a default and kind of perfect circular neck, right? So you can see some clients, they say they don't like this kind of neck, they want, so you can go ahead to, like, make adjustments to the neck. Let me see, I've seen someone that wanted the neck to be a little flat kind of at the top. So what I just do is to flatten it a bit, you see, something like this. If that's how they want the neck, I mean, this one is not practical, but just in any case. So that means you can go ahead and tweak it and tweak it, but this is how to create that neck template, and something like that. So now that you have successfully created that, let's come and move these ones closer, highlight. I'll select these 2 points so that I can move them together and it will still maintain the straight structure. So move this a little bit. Okay, so the space here does not have to, like, so it's very tiny, just very tiny, so that it will close up on the clothes, right? So this is it. It's not that visible here, but it doesn't matter, it's fine like this, perfect even. Okay, so that's how to do that. So now, assuming your client needs a neck, you can just do this and save as a template somewhere. I hope this thing is not too long. So do it and save it as a template somewhere, so that when you need it, just go and pull this up, and now use this formula to work that neck size, right? So they can tell you that this design I want to do is for a kid. So the first thing you have to ask is, can you measure the neck? No matter where they are, they should be able to get maybe a tape rule. Someone can measure the neck, even if you are not a tailor. Put the tape rule from one point in front of the neck, hold it and tie it round. So what do you get by the time you bring it back to the front? Though I did not say you should strangle his neck, or just put a tape rule. Don't tie it, just turn it around and see. So if you are not a tailor, you should still be able to measure that neck. Okay, and they will now send it to you. Okay, this I want it to be 15 inches. Like for me now, I use 15 inches. So if I'm to design, okay, so that means my circumference this time around will be 15. So 15 equals to 2 pi whatever. So that means 15 divided by 6.28. That will give you your radius. Then you just work with the radius and adjust the neck to fit. So I hope you find this video helpful, useful. So let me see, I need something as a background, kind of nada. Okay, so yeah, so literally that's it. So I hope you find it useful. Please do also like, subscribe. I think this is a YouTube series, yes. And if you want to learn the whole designing course from basic to advanced, just reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I'll grant you access to the private tutorial. Of course, you will pay now. So that's just it. I'll see you in the next one. Happy digitizing, and do also like and share, so that other people can benefit as well. Thank you.